What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Nina, and let's be real here. The mind is super powerful when it comes to triggering those cravings and controlling our behavior. Mental roadblocks can influence our food and our lifestyle choices and make it harder for us to lose weight. But we got to learn how to overcome those barriers and break those chains and patterns of behavior. And that's why your girl has always been super real about weight loss over here. Before I lost over 100 pounds and kept it off, you couldn't tell me nothing. I knew when to eat, what to eat, when to exercise, but I was never doing any of it. I learned that our minds are guided subconsciously and consciously by emotions, habits, and past life experiences. When you're stressed, sad, happy, or super emotionally charged, your mind just wants comfort. And as a licensed psychologist, I know that the psychology of weight loss is tough. But the more we learn about it, the easier it is to work with it. And you can also gain some new mental health habits that will help you to lead a healthier and happier life. So today I want to talk to y'all about those realistic life hacks that I've used in order to use my mind to lose massive weight. And I want to hear from y'all, so let us know down below, even if you're just starting, some of the things or suggestions or ideas that you're using in order to control and help with your weight. And all items I discuss can be found down below in that good old information section. Let's get into it. And y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like it, comment, share, and subscribe. And also click on those notification bells so you can know when I upload on Thursdays and Sundays. Make sure you also check out my Now That's Life podcast, which is now live, and you can check it out on all your major podcasting platforms. Links to my podcast can be found down below in the information section. Now, the first thing I had to realize is that I was failing to prioritize all my needed changes. It's easy to look at everybody else and tell them what they need to be doing, but it's much harder to look in the mirror and change what you need to change. I would say that losing weight and getting healthy was so important to me, but I would never sacrifice the time and all the resources that I needed in order to get it done. So how important was it really? And I remember being told by a mentor that was super tired of me complaining about myself, that if you want to make change in your life, it's not enough to plan, you must act. And that's exactly why I love the butterfly, you all, because the butterfly goes through so much to become a butterfly. It goes from caterpillar, literally crawling, to flying. And you have to have a lot of determination to make it through a freaking chrysalis where you can die. You're basically squishing your body in something to become something new, and you have to put yourself first. Same thing applies here. If you don't have time for your health, then what do you have time for? If you don't take care of yourself now, then when will you? I had to learn to cut out the BS, schedule time, get rid of the silly stuff that meant nothing in order to gain the things that meant everything. And that was people, places, and things. Otherwise, you just gotta do something, y'all. The next thing is that I had to accept the fact that my whole being and identity revolved around food. I used to call myself cute little keywords like foodie, and hell, I would even plan vacations centered around food, and don't even start to talk about a party or a gathering where there wasn't gonna be food ordered or there. I ain't wanna go. I thought if you took away the food, then what's left? Loving food is great, but we have to learn the right foods and the right amounts that are good for our bodies. I had to learn about the essentials of high protein, B vitamins, C vitamins, vitamin A, and also zinc. And I had to learn new healthy habits in order to nourish myself and make it easy. And this is why I've always loved and shared things with you guys like my Teamy Greens. And I'm also happy that they're partnering with me to bring you guys today's video. The best thing about Teamy Greens is that it has 16 superfoods per scoop. This includes some of my favorites like acai, wheatgrass, and matcha tea. And it's less than $1 per serving. I usually add a scoop to water on the go or to my smoothie in order to boost my daily vitamin intake. Not only does it have great nutrient base, but it also tastes amazing as well. I've learned that for me, eating vegetables, and more specifically green vegetables, has helped with my gut health and also my energy levels. So having the greens daily has really increased my amount of vegetable intake as well as superfoods that I have daily. I've also noticed a boost in my natural energy levels, and I've always talked to you guys about my digestive issues, and I feel that it's helped to smooth that out a bit. And to be honest, when you have better nutrients in your diet, you eat less recklessly. I'm making better decisions with my food because I'm having the nutrients that my body is craving. It's so hard to get in all the vitamins, nutrients, and vegetables that I need daily, but I feel like I'm doing something much better for myself that's easy with the Teamy Greens. And y'all always asking about that glow that your girl got. I feel like it does help to boost that as as well. And if you're interested, you should definitely check it out down in the information section of this video and use my code DN20 to get 20% off your order. Y'all, the next thing is that I had to learn that hidden depression was ruining my efforts. For some, depression can lead to weight gain, while for others, it can prevent weight loss. For me with depression, it led to difficulty sleeping, which also led to overeating and stress eating. And for some people that choose to take antidepressants, that could lead to some weight gain. I had to really dig deep and figure out where the depression was coming from, what I wasn't facing, the issues that I had, see a therapist, also deal with my own crap in order for me to get past that hump. And this helped me to acknowledge that my mental health was just as important as my physical health. And there's so many apps out there, and I've listed a couple of them for you down below, that really are amazing when it comes to finding, say, an online therapist or other help or apps so that you can really get at what's going on with you. Y'all, the next thing is that I had to learn how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I had very little act right. When it came to working out in the morning and I knew I needed to do that, I would convince myself that I needed more sleep. That really wasn't that good anyway. And when it came to knowing that I needed to prepare food, I would get lazy and get my life in the drive-thru. My brain was always looking for the status quo and trying to go back to what had kept it so comfortable. But in order to get to real peace and understand what it was, I had to deal with discomfort first. I found ways to push my boundaries outside of my comfort zone. And this pushed me to understand what it was to change my life and actually shake it up and do something different. I had to exercise in the mornings and really seek discipline to do that, and also meal prep, because this taught me the lifeline, the food that I needed in order to be my best. And I had to learn how to balance my time with activities that didn't necessarily revolve around or involve food. The more I practiced, the easier it was to overcome those mental blocks. The next thing is that I was determined to remain ignorant about some facts. Before I lost weight, I knew all the health hacks. I even knew what made up a healthy diet. But I didn't want to face how my own weight was affecting my overall health. It was much easier to ignore my weight issues than to deal with the reality of the facts. I had to confront my ignorance. So I put my money where my mouth was. I took my butt on in to my doctor. I got a complete physical and also full blood tests. I didn't just talk to my doctor about the current health status. I also talked about what I could be doing for the future if I was causing issues with chronic illness, or if I could develop other issues due to my weight. I got the facts and got out of my feelings. In order to do that, I had to be real with not only myself, but with my doctors about my symptoms and my issues. And I learned how being overweight over time really does cut back on your life expectancy and can reduce your long-term health. While I didn't feel sick, I was headed in that direction. And for me, hidradenitis suppurativa, issues with my knees and my body were starting to slowly but surely really erode and mess up my body. This all took humbling myself and getting in touch with those facts. The next thing is that I sometimes allowed my own network to bring me down. I had to watch some people that said that they were my friends and watch my support system. It was super hard to be healthy when a lot of people around me were not making healthy decisions themselves. And here's a little secret you might know already, but a lot of people will try to convince you that you don't need to lose weight so that they can feel better about themselves and avoid having to face the issues that they truly need to attack too. And we're not just talking weight in the physical sense. Sometimes they'll let you hold on to things that are causing your weight on the scale to go up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So we have to work on building networks with the right people. I had to surround myself with the people that I wanted to be like, mentally, physically, spiritually, and even emotionally. I do healthy stuff that connects me to healthy people. So you have to dig for the right support in order to get the right changes. The next thing is that I was always guilty of neglecting my own self-care. Often as women, we neglect the needs of ourselves for other people. We're somehow taught the unhealthy habit of not taking care of self and feeling guilty if we choose to. Work, family, and friends are usually at the top of the priority list, leaving very little room for ourselves. This includes nutrition, exercise, and mental health needs. All of it just be all over the place, just everywhere. I had to learn that I couldn't be in charge of everybody else, and I had to give them key responsibilities for themselves as well. An idea is to try involving your family in meal prep. Share responsibilities with people, including at home, work, and school, and allow other people to step up instead of you all the time. I schedule time for myself, including my exercise and my sleep, and I plan meals that will help with my health. Building time in yourself to take care of you will also teach other people how to treat you. You will also serve as a significant role model for your children, your family, your significant others, everybody around you, because they'll see and be motivated by what you do. The next thing is that I had to deal with my past trauma and let go of the mental weight. I have my own traumas in my life, and we all do. Some of us have dealt with abuse, bullying, and other traumas in our past and current life. And believe it or not, I learned that this can mess with your ability to lose weight. Many people who have survived abuse or trauma use eating as a protective mechanism or a comfort. And neglecting the emotions surrounding the trauma that you've experienced can keep you in a continued cycle of just going back through it and traumatizing yourself, making it harder for you to deal with the issue. And this is why I will always and forever push for the importance of therapy. It can allow us to process, forgive, and move forward through psychological barriers. I know for me, especially around that time, it allowed me to feel that psychological weight was literally removed from my body, allowing me to release physical weight. Too many of us walking around with burdens on our shoulders and acting like it's normal. It's not, and it's time to let go of that mental weight. The next thing is that I had to recognize my big fear of achievement. To whom much is given, much is required. I knew that if I started a healthy lifestyle and showed myself that I could do it, then I would have to be more accountable for my actions. I knew that I had to give up those same lame excuses. Then I had to do some digging to discover why my mind was resisting change. I was afraid that I would love what I looked like and felt like, and that I would have to work hard to keep it up. I had to face all those reasons I had sabotaged my health in the past, and also look at the real damage, emotionally and physically, I had left on my body. I had to also acknowledge those scary fears and anxieties that I had. And some of those good questions were, what do you really fear? And if those fears were to come true, what would happen? I started to learn really quickly that what I was afraid of was not worth me risking my health. I had to let go of it in order to let go of what was holding me back. Y'all, I had to stop letting mental turmoil distract me. Changing mental habits and patterns of behavior takes concentration, motivation, and dedication. When you focus a lot on turmoil, you lose focus overall on your health in your life. You decide that your health is something that you may not have time for. And that's simply because we fail to deal with the issues. I had to think carefully about the emotions I was carrying around that were no longer serving me in life. To get healthy, I had to really think about my deeper feelings and the deeper meanings. It's good to ask your own regrets, grudges, sorrows, and issues that are always on your mind. What's bothering you? Knowing these very things can assist you with becoming more aware and also becoming more healthy. And as a bonus, I had to stop doubting myself and start believing in myself. I knew I had given up on myself, and I really was giving myself a lot of silly excuses as to why I couldn't deliver and do what I needed to do in order to get in front of or get in control of my health. You only get one life, and at this time, you got to kick your butt in gear to think about what you want and how you want to do it. Not because somebody else wants it for you, but actually what you want and why it's important to you and how you're going to execute. So I hope this video has been beneficial for you guys, and I also hope that you understand a lot of the things that you can do mentally in order to start to really lose this weight and get your mind right in the process. So make sure that you comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Beautiful brown baby doll. Peace. Special thanks to Jason Bowie of Trinity Media Solutions for co-producing and filming today's video. His information can be found down below in the information section. Thanks so much for all the love and support over on my new website. If you haven't already, go ahead and check it out and join me for new ways to interact with me, giveaways and prizes, weekly emails, as well as my free 8-day supernatural video course, which is free when you sign up.